to strings. Strings is very, very, very common in programming. So let's see how we can convert to strings. And I believe that lecture is going to be 1.4.3, and that's correct. But before we start working on that, let's comment out this piece of the code, and let's comment out this previous piece of the code. So we have 1.4.3, and we are ready to convert to strings. But as always, let's set the stage. So here we were talking about restaurants and tips and bonuses, right? So imagine that as part of that restaurant, the guests come in and they leave comments, or they leave feedbacks to our waitresses, or to our servants, or to the cooks. All right, and we can take that and say awesome services. All right, that's of course a string. We can go ahead and say, all right, then they go ahead and leave some tips for them, which would be, in this case, the tip that they leave would be say $250, $52, for example, and then they go ahead and leave a bonus, and that bonus was what, 332.0. All right, so this is all the information that that we've gotten. But if we go ahead and try to print, say print guest comment plus tip plus bonus, right, we know by now that this should fail, because string, integer, float cannot print. It just does not print this way, right? If we're going to print it and expect it to write out the string on the screen, we have to work with strings. So we're going to have to convert this to a string. All right, and the way we'll convert to a string is to simply type string str around that. All right, in the first case, it's a string, we'll convert it to a string, nothing really changes. In the second case here, since we have a number, which is an integer, we can convert that into a string. All right, and so we do that. And if I do this, it's going to convert that into a string, because we can only concatenate strings. We cannot take a string and concatenate with something else. And we've talked a lot about this. So just bear with me. I'm going to do some more things here just to make the formatting a little bit nicer. All right, and then I'll add one more here so the formatting is nice. All right, so this should print guest comment and then tip and then bonus. So let's go ahead and run this. All right, so there you have it. Awesome service, 252. I mean, I can put more description in here so that we know what exactly these are, but you get the idea, right? We have to take things from one type, convert it to a consistent type in order for it to print well within Python and for it to make sense within our program. So conversion, type conversion, so type casting, right, which is the better terminology to use. They call it type casting. You're converting from one type, a string, to another type, integer, number, float. You're simply casting the type, and these are very, very important concepts for us to use. So if you're running your program and you start running into issues, you might want to check, am I using the right types? Am I mixing integers and strings? That might be giving you issues, so you want to always try to convert. All right, if you need more precision, you might want to convert from integers to float, or from floats to integers based on what you need. All of this will come together as the building blocks for you to go out and to build really, really amazing applications.